Jon Bernthal was deadly serious about his training for the Punisher. He would walk up and down the Brooklyn Bridge for hours at night alone with a backpack full of weights on his back, just to feel the same kind of pain and isolation that Frank Castle lived with every day. He stuck to a strict diet of nothing but lean meats and vegetables. No comfort food, no escapes. Jon didn't want to lighten the weight Frank carried, not even for a second. And while filming that epic prison fight scene in Daredevil, during one take, he threw a punch wrong right at the beginning and broke his hand, but like a total badass, he didn't stop. He shot the rest of the scene with a mangled hand like it was nothing. After hearing all that, it probably won't shock you to find out that his actual training plan was just as brutal as the rest of it. And not only did it build him the body of the Punisher, but it also locked him into the mindset of Frank Castle. I'm gonna give you a full free Punisher training plan at the end of the video, and if you guys want to see more superhero videos like this one, make sure to leave the video a like. Here's what Jon said about his Punisher training. It's pretty all-encompassing, man. I'm on it pretty hard. If you're playing a character like Frank Castle, it may not necessarily be all about aesthetics, but he needs to look a certain way. For me, the training is about being able to hang when it comes to doing the fight or combat scenes. I think it's important to be able to keep up with the character in a lot of ways. Jon knows how much the character of the Punisher means to those in law enforcement and those who have given their life defending their country, and he felt like half-assing the training would have been a disrespect to their sacrifice.
That's resonated with the law enforcement and military community, and that means everything to me. There's guys who have gone and fought for this country with the Punisher skull in their body armor. They've gone and died for this country with that, and that's not to say, hey, this is, you got to respect that, and
So Jon went all in on his Punisher training, with 3 separate, grueling workouts on each training day. Actors like Jon Bernthal don't build anti-hero bodies with hard work alone. They have a coach giving them the perfect training and diet plan that fits into their busy lives, and a team making sure that they stay accountable every step of the way. I created Project Hero to give you the exact same experience. You'll have a pro trainer build you a personalized step-by-step plan designed for your life and goals, and your very own Justice League keeping you accountable. No more wasting time trying to figure things out. You can just focus on the work and watch yourself transform. It's already worked for tons of people like Ian, Hadiel, and Jonas. If you want to join them, you can start for free with the link down below. Now for Jon's training plan, he would start early in the morning with a hybrid resistance training workout. It kicked off with a big lift, like a barbell squat, deadlift, or bench press, typically going for 5 sets of 3 reps, heavy and at a high intensity. This was perfect for building that raw, brute strength that the Punisher is known for. Then he'd move on to more traditional bodybuilding work, done in supersets. So he'd hit the exercises back to back with minimal rest. This not only worked on his cardiovascular endurance, but allowed him to complete more training volume in a shorter period of time, leading to more muscle growth without a huge time investment. And this bodybuilding training clearly worked, because even though Jon said it was more about performing like the Punisher than looking like him, let's be real, the guy looked like Frank Castle too. He was intimidating as hell, just like in the comics. And finally, he'd finish the first workout of the day with the most brutal part, a 20-minute metabolic conditioning circuit. He'd complete as many rounds as possible in 20 minutes of 4 to 5 full-body movements like pull-ups, cleans, kettlebell swings, med-ball slams, and more. So basically, the Punisher does CrossFit. Maybe this will make it dangerous enough that people finally stop making fun of CrossFitters. I doubt it. The first part of Jon Bernthal's training plan actually looked pretty similar to the structure of the one Charlie Cox used to prep for the original seasons of Daredevil. Both of them focused on supersetting functional bodybuilding movements near the start of the workout, and they finished off with a conditioning circuit at the end, along with some additional martial arts training. The key difference is that Jon's training is much more advanced, and that makes sense. Jon has been an athlete pretty much his whole life, where Charlie Cox was completely new to training when he landed Daredevil. Jon's been boxing since he was a kid, he played professional baseball in Europe, and he has trained extensively for roles since at least 2010. But all of what we've covered so far was just his morning workout. In the afternoon between filming scenes, Jon would jump straight into boxing or jiu-jitsu. But boxing was his favorite, and even when he wanted to stick to just that, his coaches pushed him to work on his jiu-jitsu, making sure he was working his whole body, keeping him sharp, explosive, and dangerous from head to toe. And on top of that, he was constantly learning new fight choreography and going through weapons training, which Jon said felt like a whole other workout on its own. All in all, it added up to 3 brutal training sessions a day. No shortcuts, no escapes, just pain, discipline, and the Punisher mindset. If you want to build the body and willpower of the Punisher, I've put together a free 4-day week workout plan based on Jon Bernthal's Punisher training. You'll find it inside my free community, along with 40 other free programs inspired by your favorite superheroes, actors, and anime characters. You can join for free with the link down below. And remember to check out Project Hero if you want to work with me personally. Again, link down below. And now go check out my video on the workout that turned Charlie Cox from a gym noob into a real life Daredevil. See you there.